Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Talking Sports Live. I'm Jamie Horton, and joining me tonight is my good friend, the Dallas Cowboys fan club president, the Mississippi State University fan club alumni president, Mr. Larry Nix.
Yes, sir. And I'm not Rob J.
You're not Rob J.
Rob J. He's on assignment tonight.
He is. He's on assignment.
Vacation.
He's on assignment. He wish he was on vacation.
Yeah,
He's on assignment.
He's on location.
On location.
Right.
He's on location right now. So we want to say we miss you, buddy. You know, but
yeah,
but we got you while you gone this week. So we just want to let everybody know.
He's not playing hooky.
No,
he's at another sporting event.
Rob never plays hooky.
Let me tell you something. Rob is probably one of the most
hard work. Yes,
he's probably one of the most sought after sports professional that I know.
Yeah.
And anything that he's called to do, whether it's reporting by ESPN or
filming,
Jackson
whatever,
State or filming or CBS or the SWAC, he says yes as much as he can, and he does it with the spirit of excellence. So,
he does.
You know, man, I tell you what, my hat off to him.
Yeah, he's a pioneer. I tell you what, he's a good guy. More than anything.
He is a great guy.
And we want to thank sponsors, Nix, and listeners and viewers of this program for all their support. And we're gonna start our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Tinted and Trim Alarm Services. Let us in. They'll keep them out.
So you're right. Don't let them in, but let us in. The Pennington and Trim and keep them
out.
People who are not supposed to be.
That's right. So remember that. Their phone number is 601-939-5231. First Commercial Bank, where business is personal. Their number is 601-709-7777. Willie T. Afton's Law Firm. Attorney Afton is considered one of the Mississippi's top-rated personal injury and general super lawyers. His number is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency, a full-service advertising and marketing agency. They offer full-service creative and design services. I mean, look, they do great work.
And man, this logo looks good.
It does, man. I appreciate it.
Their apparel, all of the apparel that you see on Talking Sports Live, they are our official clothiers.
Yes.
And Richard Shaw, he is just a great he is just a great, decent guy.
I've been knowing Richard for over 20 years. He's a
Great
real
guy.
good
And
guy.
his personality hadn't changed. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a real
So
good guy.
thank you, Richard.
We love you. And Mansell's media and marketing agency number is 601-939-2040. And Richard Shaw,
You just mentioned.
Diagnostics,
Yeah.
Promotion,
Right.
the official
The
clothing
official clothing of Talking
of
Sports.
Talking Sports Live. His number is 601-353-1956.
And last but not least,
the one and only, the best sports management company I think in America. More and more sports management, where his logo is
where we give you more.
more. Now, ain't that catchy?
That is catchy.
Yeah, that's
Who
real.
came up with that?
He did.
With the help of my partners.
Bernard Moore is the president and owner of this sports management company. His number is 601-260-3509. Give him a call sometime when you want to get some sports management advice, or if you know any people that want to got in the class, so just give him a call. He's a good guy and he knows what he's doing. I've been knowing Bernard for a long time. And we can ways to connect with Talking Sports Live. Talking Sports Live is Facebook, is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And we're also on My TV, the Lou, My 35, the Lou, on Sunday nights at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Join us. Come check us out, man. You know,
They're watching us now.
and they're watching us now, but I'm telling you, when you come, looking at it on TV is a whole lot different than Facebook. Yes, give you a different kind of feel too.
Yeah, that's right.
It really does.
And listen, I'd also like to say, if you'd like to sponsor or a program, if you like advertising program called Inspirational Communications Group, the number to call is 601-218-0425, 601-218-0425 if you'd like to advertise, be a sponsor of Talking Sports Live. Man, there's a whole lot of sports going on.
Oh, a lot of
Where do you want
sports.
to start, man?
Let's
I'll tell you
start.
what,
Let's start with
baseball.
swag baseball.
Okay, let's talk about that.
We're gonna talk about swag and SEC baseball.
Okay, all right, good.
Okay, swag baseball. I think right now, Southern is leading the
The conference.
conference. Florida A&M, I think.
Okay,
So I think that Florida A&M is leading the conference right
Okay.
now.
I got you.
So I think they're the number one seed, followed by Bethune-Cookman, and I think Texas Southern, and I forgot who the fourth team was, but I think Jackson State is in that 7 or 8 range with the record that they have. But anything can happen in the SWAC tournament.
Well, I know this. Our program is a neutral program.
Yes.
You know, we root for everybody.
Mhm.
But it seems to me that Jackson State, in years past, like Mississippi State,
Mhm.
they've been the 1, 2, 3
Yes.
team.
Yes.
They've been the team to beat. It's like the Tiger Woods. He's the player to beat.
Them and Southern. I got to give Southern credit.
Them and
Yes,
Southern.
Yes.
But it seems like Jackson State has suffered. I mean, has been struggling this year.
Yes.
What would you say to that?
I would probably say with Omar, I knew recruited real highly in Florida.
Right.
And now you have Florida A&M and Bethune that's in the SWAC. He has to compete against those programs. And sometimes that can be kind of
So
difficult.
now really, you're saying, are they competing out of the same,
Pool.
fishing out of the same pool?
Fishing out the same pond.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference. When they was in the MEAC, it really didn't matter. So, you know, he got the player that he wanted to get, and he, you know, incorporated with some of the local talent that he get, and, you know, he made it work. But it's different when you got your in-state, you know, conference members that's right in the heart of Florida. I mean, you got Florida A&M in Tallahassee, and you got Bethune in Daytona and Daytona Beach. So it makes a difference.
In your opinion, do you think that the SWAC schools, and more of a rhetorical question than anything else, but just don't want to be default,
Mhm.
do you think that he is challenged like the other SWAC schools or HBCU schools are challenged with the NIL as much as football players with NIL?
Of course.
That these young guys are coming out, these young men are coming out of high schools now and saying, you know what, I want to go to the top D1 school.
And not just the NIL, Brother Nick, you have Major League, you know, in Major League, you can go from high school straight to sign.
And
You can sign
and there are no consequences.
and there's no consequence. You can sign a deal with the Boston Red Sox to go in their farm system, and you're making $500,000, $600,000. You remember the guy that played at Madison Central that left?
Yeah.
Madison Central had a baseball scholarship. I think at Mississippi State. I think he signed with him, but he ended up going to Stanford.
Right.
instead of taking I know Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Stanford, and I think like Tennessee or somebody. He had like a lot of offers, but he chose to go to Stanford.
Yeah.
But if he would have signed that contract, he would have been an instant millionaire. But he said he was going to get an education.
So do you think that should be across all sports? That if you're in college, you've got to finish your college degree, or you've got to finish 4 years, or you got to finish your eligibility. You just can't jump out of high school, go in professional. You just can't jump out of college, go in. You think that should be a hard line, or like at least complete a couple of years, and then you become eligible for a professional sport?
I think baseball is different.
How?
Well, number one, football, you can't go to high school and go straight into the NFL because physically you're not.
It's demanding.
It's very demanding. You're not
If
developed
not physically,
mentally
mentally.
because the NFL is a different breed.
It's a
Yeah,
business.
it's a business. And if you look at it, college is getting like the NFL now because it's preparing these kids to go into the NFL. So and in basketball, basketball used to be a time you can go into straight until
Mhm.
the NBA. Now you have to serve 2 years. So I don't think so. I think baseball's a little different league. What you think?
So you think? It should be as it is, and it takes a lot.
Yes.
Of maturity. It takes a lot of maturity. But at least in baseball, you can go to a farm team, you can go to a minor league team,
Yes, and develop.
and develop, and then go to the major
Yeah.
leagues. So I kind of see your point.
Yeah.
But for football, man, you got to go through the process. And not, you have a lot of young men that have their careers ended
That is a different beast.
in practice.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
The high school kids, if they go straight to the NFL, would not make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of them, when they go to college, they don't make it. That's why you have programs like junior colleges, and it helps you develop to be a better player.
Well, and that's what, and I was talking to Bernard last week after the draft.
Mhm.
And, first round, they're guaranteed
Yes.
a team spot, right?
Yes, pretty much.
But pretty much from second on down to seventh, you still got to earn it.
Very much so.
So even if your name gets called, you're not guaranteed to make that 53-man roster.
That is correct. When you're first round, those first 32 are pretty much they're on the team.
You're in.
You're in. But once you get past there, then you really got to fight
You
because
got to go to summer camp.
yeah, you can go in second round, but at the end of the day, you can get a fifth rounder who's probably better than you that they overlooked, just picked him late. And I might outshine you in your same position as he
All right,
probably.
well, then that being the case, so let's talk about the elephant in the room that everybody's talking about all day, every day.
Yeah.
Shedeur Sanders,
Yeah.
fifth round, 144. So do you think he's going to make the roster, the 50
Oh,
man roster?
of course.
If nothing else, for the publicity.
Well, I think he's gonna make it on his talents.
I got it.
I'm just tired of people talking about everything about from his dad to who he is to this to that. The boy can flat out play ball. This is not something that I mean.
Why is the controversy?
I mean, the controversy I think stems from his father. But I have seen this kid play up close for 2 years. And when I tell you that he's something special, he's something special. And I think that in Cleveland, with a great offensive mind like but now what's the coach name for Cleveland?
You think that's the right team?
It could be, because he's gonna develop it. I think so.
You think you think he could have been better in New Orleans?
Yes.
You think anybody could have been better?
Yes.
You think
I
anybody
think
could
you
have
could have
been
been better in New Orleans than what we got right now. I think Bernard could have scored a couple of touchdowns. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Nick, when this kid get into fall camp, I think he's gonna show a lot of people what he made of. Watch what I tell you.
He's being cool, calm, and collected.
Yes, he really is.
And that's the key.
And we'll talk more about this. We gotta take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
And we'll be right
If
back.
You say so, man. You're in the captain's
Hey,
seat today.
look, I'm think I'm Rob J. Jr.
Well, he kind of look like a
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on out.
feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue. I tell you what, brother.
Full Moon
I tell you what, brother. Next, I tell you, I'm kind of famous tonight.
I'm hungry.
I tell you, want some you ready?
I'm ready.
I tell you,
In
want.
fact, I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, don't leave. If you want a good meal, you come on here and to Full Moon Barbecue and ask for our good friend and manager Eve. She's on point. She's so sweet.
Let me tell you something. And proficient and professional. And when you come in here and you see her, I'll tell you something. She's gonna make you feel like you're the only one in this restaurant.
And that is so true.
Yeah.
She's truly.
And they do catering as well.
Yes, they do. They do catering. If you want, to have some a party or weddings or whatever.
Yeah.
You wanted some cater. I think Rob's daughter's little graduation party was catered by Full Moon, and he thoroughly enjoyed it because he like barbecue.
Well, and they're not a cookie cutter either. In other words, one size fits all. They don't do that. She sits down with you, or they sit down with you, and say, "What do you need?" And they try to accommodate.
And that name Bernard, the cookie monster of the month, because
Because
he eats all the cookies here.
That's true.
He gets a cookie every time he comes.
Because by the time I get up there and ask for something, that
Ain't no more cookies. Bernard ate them all.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
That's what he eats.
See, I told you, he's saying it for a joke, but it's the truth. But look, man, I found out that our good friend, he's on location, is going to be interviewing the Mississippi Mud Monsters.
Mud Monsters, yes, coming up in our fourth segment.
Yes, this
Bob
new baseball team out there that's getting a lot of publicity. Now,
Good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going to catch me some games.
I am too. Andrew Seymour, he is the general manager.
Yes,
Great personality.
been on our show.
He's been on our program, and he's very genuine about them playing in the metro area in the state of Mississippi, and some of the players are very excited about being here, and I'm excited about the economic development that it's going to bring to the city, the fans. We just need this. We're between Memphis, they have a basketball team,
and a UFL football team.
UFL football. We're in Atlanta, and we're down in between New Orleans,
Birmingham,
and Dallas.
Mhm.
So it is north, south,
East, west.
I did north, south, east, west.
Yes.
North, south, east, west. So Jackson is a good place to have a sports team.
It is.
So we need to support it.
What, do you think that maybe one day the NFL will come here?
I wish that no.
I wish. No.
No, because I don't think the population is here to support it. Where would you put the stadium? How large would you build a stadium? Man, you're talking about a multi-million-dollar proposition.
Yeah, then you got to build a practice facility.
And I'm not talking about 15 to 20. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars proposition of building. Not saying it couldn't be done, but I'm talking about the fan base.
You know what? I don't know. I think that it can work, but it has to be planned out right.
Planned out right, and you'll have to have you would have to have the right commercial developer.
Oh yes, very much so.
That's a multi-billionaire.
Yes.
That see the opportunity, and a lot more things has to be built around.
Yes.
Because you got to understand, unfortunately, this is not a dig on them, but Jackson State is having challenges building their stadium.
That's
So-
true.
So we can't build not we, but if they can't build a 30,000 seat stadium,
35.
35,000
Yeah.
seat stadium, and I wish them well. I'm a fan of Jackson State. Support them however way we can. But if that's a challenge, and I guess that's a long explanation.
And the thing is, I mean, I think you're right. But you also got to have some corporate sponsors too. And I think the lack of corporate entities in this, in not only, to be honest with you, in the Jackson Metro area, I'm talking about the whole state.
Yeah, and we do have some significant corporate, offices here. Amazon,
Yes,
C-Spire.
but headquarters,
Yeah, headquarters.
bigger, like because New Orleans got Entergy
Right.
and other things like
English
that.
shipyard.
Yeah, English shipyard. You know what? Maybe one day. You never know.
You never know, man.
But I tell you what, this is what gets me. I found out a fan is suing the NFL for $100 million because Shedeur Sanders' draft stock slid, which is causing emotional distress for
I
him.
heard that. A fan is suing the NFL for $1 million because he's emotionally distressed
Yes.
because Shedeur Sanders failed in the draft.
Yeah.
Now, how far do you think that's going to go? Probably as far as we're talking about.
To hit and get out of my office. You not going and effort
Publicity.
and that's all. Come on now, that's not going.
So I know we talked about it last week. So what do you think should happen to the young man that did the prank on Shedeur about calling and saying, we're going to call you from New Orleans?
Well, they did. They fined him.
They find the
I
daddy.
find the daddy.
They find the team.
But you can't really do nothing
Yeah.
to him per se personally, because what can you do to him? It wasn't illegal. It was not illegal for him to do it.
Yeah.
So there's nothing you really can do except he was reprimanded. He called.
Unless you just ban them from.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Jamie, I know you probably want them to take some draft picks, some games, and forfeit some games because it was the Falcons.
Yeah. The
But-
Falcons. How about just kicking the Falcons out the NFL? Period? How about
But what they did, that is confidential information that
That is.
I don't know if that young man had his number or how he got access to Shedeur's number through his father, or he already had it, who knows. And so that's the reason why he was fined.
and the thing, and I know the way he was fine, but we were talking about the punishment for him.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is really gonna be really nuts.
Some community service, Hail Marys, and go to all the Browns game.
Well, if he called Shedeur said his phone call, you know what I would have did?
What?
I would say, hello, hey, this is whatever his name was. Click.
Hung up.
I would have hung up real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I was really hoping Rob would be here today
Cause
because
you want to discuss something?
I wanted to discuss how he felt about Pat Holmes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
brother.
What you call it?
Well, hold up. In the words in support of Rock, because she's not here, for one thing, who is Pat
Who
Holmes?
is Pat Holmes?
Pat Holmes from Kansas.
Who is
And-
and who is Kansas?
And
The
does he play for the
University of
Jayhawks?
All right, Patrick Mahomes' brother,
Okay, who played for
Kansas City Chiefs.
You're like you didn't want to say that.
No, go ahead and say former Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs.
So his
His
is trying out
half-brother.
for tight end, correct?
Yeah. So so you think the brother will have some influence? Patrick Mahomes will have an influence, and he'll make the team.
Will Bernard have some influence to put me on the Hines County Sheriff Department? Yes. At the end of the day, that's what the NFL is all about. It's strictly political. So if he makes the team, I'm not gonna be surprised. Not really because of his plans. I don't know how good he is, but you never know.
I don't either, but if nothing else, he may put him on the practice squad.
Put him on somewhere, you get a check every week.
But what's the minimum now? It's 800,000.
They get paid like
They get paid
$75,000 to $8,000 a game.
Yeah.
Week, yeah. What you can say?
A week. A week.
They
We'll
pray.
see.
And then they get more, I think, during the playoffs. They get like a little bonus. So you talking about 17 games, you got your opinion due mail.
Yeah.
17 times 8,000.
Right.
Just let me be a practice player.
So if
That's all I need. I'm gonna retire.
And if their team wins the Super Bowl, then he gets all the stuff.
Oh, yeah, he gets everything. And I'm not gonna tell some little boy that walk in the mall, hey, I was on the practice squad. I'm saying, look, man, Look at my Super Bowl ring.
That I was on the practice squad.
But I was on press squad. Who gonna say that? Nobody.
Nobody.
I mean, and then Patrick Mahomes Sr. said he's definitely a Mahomes. Of course you gonna say that because that's your son.
Yeah.
I say that about you. Say that about me, won't you?
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, so I mean,
And see, but the thing a lot of players don't understand on the practice squad, you working at least 2 to 3 days a week, depending on when the game is coming on.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's true.
since they have Thursdays, some Sundays and Monday game, so it all just depends. So you working 2 or 3 days a week for 8.
But it sounds glamorous, but the physical toll, because being on a practice squad means that basically you're signing up to be a crash dummy.
pretty much.
They don't hit a lot in practice anyway.
No. And some of them get called up, but some of them don't. And I mean, did you hear the news this week?
No, Timothy.
That President Donald Trump
Oh yeah.
announced that if you're to the White House.
So how do you feel? Well, not to the White House, to Washington, and it's going to be held in the National Mall.
Oh, that's what's gonna be
Yeah.
it.
So how do you feel about that? I really don't have a problem. I guess it's been in New York for so long.
Well, it was in Green Bay this year. They could have moved to New Orleans.
Well,
It was in Kansas City a couple years ago.
They was in Kansas City a couple years ago.
I don't have a, and Roger, you know, the NFL commissioner, he was there.
Yeah.
He didn't have any pushback on it. So you know what? I don't have any problem with it.
And then Aaron Rodgers, I heard
Yeah.
he's gonna sign with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man. He has turned into a love-hate relationship with a lot of people.
Yes.
Either people love him or they hate him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who would like to see him just go ahead and ride off in the sunset.
You know who I'd rather see come back?
Who?
Yeah, it's maybe unpopular opinion with some people.
I know what you're about to say.
Who I'm about to say?
Go ahead and say it.
Colin Kaepernick.
I knew you were going to say it.
You can't tell me that guy still ain't got it.
But okay. All right. What's he now? 38, 40?
He's not that old.
You sure?
I'm positive.
He's 30. He's post 30.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
He's north of 30.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
So
And
you
we'll,
still think he has the leg?
I do. And we'll talk.
You still think he has the arm?
I do. I think he's got the legs and the arm, and we'll continue this conversation after this commercial break.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on now.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Full Moon Barbecue. I'm Jamie Horn with my good buddy, once again, Mississippi State, a super fan. The Dallas Cowboys assistant general manager under Jerry Jones, who he asked no
I'm Dak Prescott. Listen.
decisions about because he do what he want to do.
I'm Dak Prescott's official, unofficial
Agent,
agent.
where
Like yours.
well, yeah, cause I don't pay mine none either. And Dak Prescott don't pay you.
You don't pay me no attention. You don't pay me.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's how it be.
That's right.
But we were talking about Kaepernick before the break.
Okay.
Kaepernick is 37.
37 years. I told you he was north of 30.
How old is Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know about 40? Look
Close
that up,
to it.
B.
Yeah, how old is
Yeah,
Aaron
old
Rodgers?
Rodgers.
Yes, but I think he can play.
So listen, get that, man. guys that are coming to the league now,
Mhm.
they're younger,
True.
faster,
True.
stronger.
True.
And you talk about a young man who had the skill set, had the arms,
Mhm.
had the legs,
True.
but just life, just as you mature, as you age. So do you really want to put somebody in that position? And he hadn't been training. He hadn't trained.
He's
He hadn't trained for 5-6 years
he's training regularly as we speak.
against a team.
No, not he's
I
not.
can train against you.
He's
That's
probably not
one
in
thing.
football shape.
Exactly.
But hold on.
And that's what they're going to judge him on.
But no, they're not gonna judge him on that. They're gonna judge him on something else. But he's 40. Aaron Rodgers is 41.
Man.
So you can't tell me that Colin Kaepernick can't play football. I don't want to hear it.
But the difference, and I'm not arguing against Colin. I'm not arguing against him. But let's get that clear.
Okay.
I'm just saying he's in a younger league.
So is Aaron
So-
Rodgers.
I know.
So is Russell Wilson.
But Aaron,
So is Dak Prescott.
neither one of those guys have stopped playing. All of those guys have played season after season after season after season. Colin hasn't. So is he my question, I'm not against him. I'm saying, is he football ready? Because the worst thing that can happen is, number one, he gets in there with a chip on his shoulder, and other players have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to light him up.
He's not in football. But when you come to camp,
And you don't worry about getting hurt.
well, when you come to camp, that's what you get in football shape for. I'm not saying he's going to be a starter.
Yeah.
But I really think with the right kind of system that he can be an effective player.
What team do you think he'll be best? New Orleans?
Right now,
We're okay in Dallas. We don't need any help.
you don't need no help in Dallas.
But go ahead.
You should.
Go ahead. So where would you place him? If you had the magic wand right now, where would you place Colin Kaepernick?
I would say probably, and he tried that before. I would say probably someone like the Raiders. I can't think of right now. I don't think, everybody mainly got established. I mean, even with people like Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland. I mean, Deshaun Watson won't be playing for Cleveland. He
Yeah,
got too
but
many.
you-
He got too many legal problems.
Yeah, but you might well take that off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So somewhere like that, we can probably come in and make an immediate impact.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that, because at the end of the day, you got to get this guy a chance because he was something special when he played.
Yeah.
And we'll see. And his last official workout was with the Raiders in
Right.
2022,
Right.
and that was what 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's training, and last time I saw him, great position. But then next you got point, it does matter because he's not getting hit.
He's
But-
not getting
but-
hit, but you're not getting
Yeah, but that
some of these guys want to light you up.
but with that with training camp, that comes. So he'll get used to that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, because these days, man, you can't hit the quarterback.
that's true. Because if you
Yeah, you can't. If you hit the quarterback, man,
and they don't like throwing pass interference calls either. Trust me, I know about that. 2019, I'm still pissed off about it. I'm going. You know what, Nick? That really still. And every time I look on Facebook, I see the replay. It just really chaps my eye. How could they not make that call?
I got you.
You know what I'm talking about? That was
So
evident.
for those that don't know about the calls,
The no call
okay,
when we was in the NFC Championship in New Orleans.
who is we?
The New Orleans Saints
Got it.
was playing the Los Angeles Rams.
Got it.
Drew Brees dropped back on a 3rd down and something. So Mikael Roby, the DB for the Rams, knocked Tommy Lee Lewis from the Superdome to Bourbon Street. And the referee did like this. No call.
Distracted.
Now, I don't know what's distracted.
Well, okay.
And I mean, my thing is, that right there solidified the downfall a little bit of our franchise.
Yeah.
Then you had,
There's some calls that are minimum, and there are some calls
that are major. You have to make that call.
of that particular game.
Oh, pretty much. And I don't care. Like you as well. They win the overtime. No, because what happened was we would have had another set of down. The Rams having run down Pittsfield. We was gonna be in the Super Bowl, and we was gonna beat the New England Patriots, and that would have been our 2nd championship. Oh, we supposed.
So did you feel, it's obvious that you're a Saints fan, so do you feel good that the draft is going to make the Saints healthier, a healthier team, a more viable team, a more competitive team this year
It depends.
on?
Kellen Moore, if they
Okay.
buy into his system, and also Stanley, the defensive coordinator. Can we come in there? And also health is going to be number one.
Yeah,
The last like 2 or 3 years, we have not been healthy.
yeah. A lot of injuries.
And I'm not blaming Spencer. I think Spencer Rattler can be a great quarterback. I think he'll be a star in the league. But you got to put the number one line, in there with him. And he's had, Bernard played wide receiver for last year. They signed him to a 10-day contract because you had our first four wide receiver starters was out hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not fair. You can't judge that kid, for that.
Right.
Give him a whole year, because I don't know. I think Derek Carr's gonna be out for the year, from what I'm understanding, with shoulder. Even if he don't have shoulder
And I tell
surgery,
you what,
he's gonna be out.
If you go down to New Orleans, you listen to the fan base down there, man, they're indifferent about it. They're like, oh well,
What you mean?
how about Derek Carr being out?
They don't care.
Yeah,
He's not a fan
he's
favorite.
not a major contributing factor.
No, he's not. And in fairness to look who he came behind.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem behind Drew is,
Yeah.
Jameis Wilson had that problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you can be
You think
on
they
with
should
him.
have kept him?
Jameis.
Yeah.
I don't think Jameis was a bad quarterback. I think Jameis.
I think politics got him.
Yeah, and I think it's the system. With Kellen Moore, I think he's a good offensive guy.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
We'll see.
It's a new season,
We will see.
I
I tell you what, Rob,
Yeah.
next. Yeah. See, I'm so used to calling Rob
That's
Knight.
right.
On the next segment, we're gonna have our good friend Rob J.
Okay.
Have an interview with some of the members of the Mississippi Mud Monsters, and like we talked about before, I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys play,
Right.
and I think it's gonna be interesting.
I think it was an asset having a baseball team
Yes.
in the city of Jackson, in the metropolitan area, even in the state of Mississippi, like that, and to lose the former team, I was really hoping that we could feel that. And I'm really excited that the Mississippi Mud Monsters, they fill that void, because if that stadium stays empty too long, then people just lose interest.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the stadium lose. I mean, there's nobody in there playing right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I tell you what,
Plus, this is a baseball state.
it is. Well, it's a
State.
football state, but I think that baseball is.
Well, Mississippi, I say it's a baseball state because Mississippi State national champion a couple of years ago, and I know you say there he goes talking about Mississippi State again, but I'm talking about Southern, I'm talking about Jackson State, because we talked about Omar,
But I don't think it's over. I think baseball is relevant here, but if you really look at it, football rules
just
this state.
dominates.
Yes, it does. This is a football state. On Saturdays, everybody
I get-
don't nobody get married on Saturdays.
I get it.
Can't get married on Saturday during football season.
Tell you what, speaking of football, SEC, boy, they did great during the draft this year. Man, they were. Why are you looking at me?
I'm just looking at you. Why you looking at me?
I mean, man, they did pretty good during the draft. Would you agree?
I mean, they did.
I'm happy that a couple of players from HBCU got drafted. I'm excited about that. Hopefully, that number will increase. I'm excited that Jackson State was the national champion. The coach did an extraordinary job. He is a nice guy.
Yes.
Head coach of Jackson State,
TC Taylor.
TC Taylor, football coach. He did an extraordinary job. So I guess you're right.
Let me ask you a question. How you think the Bulldogs going to do? It's a little premature because it's just May. But I want to know how you feel, how y'all going to do this year.
Premature. We'll see.
Yeah. What's your feeling right now?
A lot of uncertainty. The coaches knew, the team, they're gelling. So we're just trying to figure it out now.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And we'll see. And it's gonna be interesting. I think last year you gave Ole Miss a game,
I
and
know.
actually a
Well,
few,
they think it was a fluke, but we'll see.
preferably a good friend and now one of our great sponsors, Ed
Ed
Trim.
Trim.
Yeah. He says that right now he's
Well, he
the
just
king.
skirted over it. He didn't even entertain this conversation.
He didn't. He just and that's supposed to be your buddy.
And that's my brother. But we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Listen. I know Rob is going to talk about the Mud Monsters. He has an interview with the Mud Monsters, and that's coming up after our commercial break. Well, man, let's talk some basketball before we come
Yeah,
back.
let's talk some basketball.
Yeah,
And
man. Is your team in?
no, we're at home. We're right now. LeBron is probably on the beach at
All
Waikiki.
of that money.
Yeah.
To make all of those trades.
Yeah. Well, we just made one trade,
Well, that's a significant trade.
Yes.
There's a lot of.
but we didn't get a big man with the trade.
So who'd you get?
We just got Luka.
That's a big man.
Yeah, no, Luka does not play the 5.
Because I mean, he was determined as the complement to LeBron.
You have to have a
And you
big
gave
man.
up Anthony Davis for that.
You-
So do you think that was a good trade, by the way?
I
To give up Anthony Davis.
I would have. If it was a good trade in my book, and I said it when it first happened. Who are we gonna get to replace Anthony Davis? This is my opinion. You had Dwight Howard that was out there, who's in great shape. Dwight Howard will give you quality minutes. He's the block shocking king of the world, and he played quality defense.
Yeah.
But you did not sign a big man to complement LeBron and Luka. And I was really disappointed in Rob Pelinka. You know, we got Mark Williams, and they rescinded that trade. And then I just feel that JJ just didn't. He just didn't do enough, in my opinion, to make that roster.
To help to get someone to complement LeBron.
Yes, I just think that. But I tell you what, Nick, we'll expand on some of this a little bit more. But this break right here, we're gonna have an interview. Our good friend Rob J had a chance to go to Trustmark Park and talk to some guys from the Mississippi Mud Monsters, and we'll see you. We're gonna have an interview right after this break right here, and we'll be right back with Talking Sports Live.
I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarm Services. We firmly believe in offering the latest and greatest in camera and access control technology. With the Alarm.com platform, we're able to offer a user-friendly and fully integrated service to do just that.
We're a light that shines your way. Let us in and you will find security and peace of mind. Go on and keep on out.
We feel strongly that clients are best served by a financial institution that has roots here, but also has an eye on the future. That's what we believe First Commercial Bank brings to our markets. Our idea is simple: deliver a consistently exceptional client experience each and every time. We have a unique story to tell, and our talented associates are dedicated to meeting the needs of our clients every day. Visit firstcommercialbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Thank you, Jamie. I'm here in Pearl, Mississippi at Pearl High School, where the Mississippi Mud Monsters are holding a practice session. They will open play in the first week of May, and I had a chance to talk to some of the players on this team.
We got a great group of guys here, man. Great coaching staff here. Guys just come and put the work in each and every day, man, and it's a lot of fun to this team.
How did you learn about this team?
A friend of mine, Taquan Ford from Mississippi, he called me, and that was like, we got a team called the Mud Monsters, and close to the crib, and he thinks it's a great opportunity. I should come here.
What would you say would be the strength of this team?
The willingness to win here, man. The willingness to win here. All the guys come with a great mindset and great work ethic to the field every day, and I feel like once season started, it's going to show.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into baseball?
I've been playing since I was 4 years old. Born and raised from New Orleans. Was a two-sport athlete. Got drafted out of high school to the Rangers, Texas Rangers. Played a few years with the Rangers. Last 2 years I was with in the Braves organization, and this year, first year with the Mud Monsters.
All right. What about your teammates? Tell me about your teammates.
We got a great group of guys here, man. A lot of fun been in the locker room. I know it's been day 2, but a lot of fun been going on. Good to meet the guys, man. Learning new things from the guys, learning from the guys each and every day. Just building a brotherhood, man. So each and every day we come here with a positive mindset to get better and to win. And I feel like we're going to do some special things this season, man.
Anything else you'd like to say?
That's it, man. I appreciate whoever come out here and support us, man. And hopefully go out here and win and put some wins together and just make everyone here happy.
Like you said, nothing but winning, nothing but great things from the team. Love the atmosphere so far. Nothing but great players, funny guys, just a lot of excitement from the team.
Tell me about you playing baseball. How long have you been playing baseball?
Since I can remember. I've been playing baseball since I was like 5 years old. Playing with my older brothers, just having fun. It's just, yeah.
What was it about baseball when you got into it? You were like, I might be pretty good at this.
Playing with my older brothers, they were always bigger than me, so like I always played like an age group ahead. So playing with them, know that I can compete with that level, then I kind of knew at like a young age that I could like shine at this sport. So yeah.
Okay. Why should fans come out to watch you guys play?
Y'all should come out because we're gonna excite me to the team. We're gonna bring a lot of wins. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but it's all good.
So how did you find out about this team?
I found out about the team through social media. I had one of my friends I played against in the Pioneer League last year. He kind of told me that he'd come to this team. I reached out, and then I kind of reached out to the coaches, and then that's how I found this team. So I have like some family living in Vicksburg, so like I'm kind of an hour away from them, so it's pretty good to come watch them or have them come watch me play or go visit them as well. So yeah.
Anything else like that?
Man, nothing, just come out and show out for the Mud Monsters, man. Like, we love to have you, love to show you some wins, stuff like that, yeah.
So far, so good. I mean, as you can see, the stadium's beautiful. Getting a chance to meet a lot of my new teammates, so that's been nice. Just getting to know everybody, get acquainted. Hopefully, we get on the field real soon, make things happen. So,
what can we expect from this team?
A lot of excitement, a lot of young talent, guys with some experience, and some guys, coming out of college recently and stuff, and from different leagues, and all hungry, looking to get a chance at the next level. So
tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you start playing?
Well, I've been playing since I was probably 5, 6 years old, from Detroit, Michigan. So I've been in pro ball now for 3 years now. So looking to just keep progressing and eventually get my opportunity, God willing. So.
Have you ever been to Mississippi before?
I've never been to Mississippi. Never planned on coming to be honest. But yeah, I'm glad I'm here. Yeah.
What do you think about Mississippi? They drive slow?
So far, so good. I haven't got a chance to experience it too much, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. For sure. Yeah.
And as far as this team, we talk about what fans can expect. What do you guys expect?
Expect to win. We brought here to win, and that's the only expectation we have, and just getting better each day. Not going to be perfect every game, but it's a long season, so
Anything else like that?
What's that?
Anything else like that?
Hey, show up and show out, because that's what we plan on doing.
Hey, it's just a new beginning team, just getting everything together. I'm kind of coming in as like a veteran because it's been like this will be my 8th year coming up. So I'm just starting off helping at the beginning, try to get the locker room straight, be a good guy, be a leader, that's all.
I mean, with you familiar with Mississippi, do you have to tell these guys about it that hadn't been here before?
Yeah, I had to tell them a little bit. Just try to stay across from stay on this side of the bridge. Don't go on the other side of the bridge.
So tell me, what can fans expect from this team?
We can expect a highly competitive games every day, in and out. Just some young guys trying to get back started, find a way to get back in the pro ball, affiliate the ball. That's all it is.
Okay.
Come out and watch.
How did you learn about this team?
Well, I know the pitching coach, so he called me, and we played together about 5 years ago. So just being one of those guys that's staying in tune with baseball, been out a couple of years, just wanted to get back into the game. That's all.
Okay. Anything else like that?
No. Hey, go Monsters.
I think we're shaping up to be well. A lot of surprises yesterday in terms of just the quality of talent. And I think we're going to make it shake this year in terms of making a run at the championship.
So, Todd, how did you learn about this team?
I learned about the team. I saw a post saying that there was a brand new team in Mississippi. So I went ahead and did my diligence and emailed some coaches. And, by the grace of God, they ended up liking what they saw, and I signed with the team.
Now, I understand you played all over.
Yes, sir.
Tell me some of the places you played.
I played in Germany. I played in Poland. I played in Australia. I played in Japan. I'm on the Virgin Islands national team, so I played in Dominican Republic for some WBC qualifiers. So I've been all over playing baseball.
So I bet you've never been to a place like Mississippi.
No, sir. No, sir. This is actually my first time ever in Mississippi.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I know when you got here, you're like, man, what is this? But no, I'm just kidding.
Nah,
But,
it actually reminds me of home. I like the small town vibe. I'm from Tallahassee originally, so.
Oh, okay. So as far as this team, what would be the strength of this team, would you say?
Strength of this team so far that I can tell is honestly our pitching. Our pitching is something to be seen.
Okay. And what can fans expect when they come see this team?
They can expect a scrappy ball club, and they can expect a lot of hard contact at the dish, and just a lot of fun, really. We got a lot of characters on this team, so you can expect a very fun game each and every time you come out.
So what do you think of the stadium?
It's awesome. This is probably the best stadium I've ever played in.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, no, that's it. Come out, come see us. You're going to have a lot of fun, and thank y'all.
All right, there you have it. The Mississippi Mud Monsters opening play the first week in May at Trustmark Park in Pearl, Mississippi. All right, back to you, Jamie, with Talking Sports.
Welcome back to Talking Sports Live. Once again, I'm Jamie Hoyt, your host. And that was a great interview.
It really was, man.
I mean, like, I'm so
excited. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited for the game. I'm excited that the fans of baseball will have an opportunity to watch a professional team.
I am too, Brother Nick. I tell you,
So
what,
good job.
Good job by Rob.
Yeah,
So,
good deal.
we'll see. It's interesting how this season's going to turn out for.
Yeah. You know one thing we forgot to do?
What was that?
The Rob is going to get us. We may lose our job. We forgot to do the trivia question.
Oh my!
So let's do the trivia question now.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
All right, are you ready? All right, let's do the trivia question now.
Let me
go ahead.
Let me do the trivia question.
All right, do the trivia question.
Oh, I hope he's on file.
Okay.
We got to call him and tell him on file.
All right.
Okay, the trivia question is, who was the first team to hire a woman on their coaching staff? Name the team and the person's name.
That's a good one.
Once again, who was the first team to hire a woman on their
basketball?
Name the team and the person's name.
Not just team, but basketball.
Not
team.
just the basketball in the NBA.
That's true.
That's right.
That's good.
I
That's
mean, that
good.
should be simple.
All right, so repeat it again so they can get it straight.
Who was the first team in the NBA
Got it.
to hire a woman on their coaching staff? Name that team and that person's name.
All right. Good. Now you only got about 3 minutes to do it today.
Yeah.
Because we normally do it, Rob. You normally gives you the question in the second segment.
And you'll win a $10 gift card
To Full Moon Barbecue.
and they will give you these 2 cups.
Now don't get in trouble because the manager's up here now.
Just kidding,
Just kidding.
We got the manager here. She know we just playing. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's great food. I'm telling you, that $10 gonna go a long way in your stomach. Trust me. Because I'm sure gonna get me something tonight.
I know. I'm kind of hungry right now.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you hungry, I know something.
I know. So listen, man, let's talk about the NBA. We're watching the game right now, but by the time it airs on television, you know, the game will be over.
Yes.
But it seems like Boston, they're struggling this year.
Well, because you know why?
Tell me why.
I think Boston shoot too many threes.
Well, they sure did a
Yes.
couple nights ago.
I mean, if
They shot them. That's all they
you
did.
live by the sword, you die by it.
Yeah.
And I mean, when they're here, they look pretty.
Yeah.
It's just like a woman when she got her makeup on.
Uh-huh.
When she pull it off, she looks like a piece.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Views and opinion expressed by one of the hosts.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm for. But yeah, I mean, I think that's their problem.
But you know what, Boston right now, for those that are listening and not watching, they're streaming Boston. They're up 40 to 30. New York Knicks. So I don't know.
It was about 20 the other night.
Well, man, maybe got all meeting. So we'll see.
Come to Jesus.
Yeah, I won't use Jesus' name like that, but you know, he's more worthy than that. But you know,
Take away the whole thing.
No, man, I know Stephen A. sort of love New York.
Yeah, he's a Knicks fan.
Rob
is a Knicks fan.
Robert's a Knicks fan. I know Boston, a lot of people love them. LA, they're out. They're out of the pictures. The Warriors.
He just has to throw that in my face.
The Warriors, you know.
I actually think, to be honest with you, and Stephen Curry got hurt last night.
A sprained ankle.
No, hamstring.
A hamstring. But you know what? A warrior, when they're a warrior, man, they look good beyond the hamstring.
I still think that OKC is going to come out.
Really?
Yes. That's just my opinion. And I think Cleveland has surprised me losing these first 2 games at home.
Well, we'll see. Well, the Warriors play the Timberwolves on tomorrow night.
Yes.
If you're listening, if you're watching, then it has already happened.
Yes.
Friday night, the Cavaliers and the Pacers, the Thunders against the Nuggets. Saturday, the Celtics against the Knicks, the Timberwolves against the Warriors. Sunday, the Thunders against the Nuggets, Cavaliers against the Pacers, and Monday, Celtics against the Knicks, Timberwolves against the Warriors. That's 4th game. They're playing the 2nd and 3rd games between now and Sunday.
Yes.
The airing of this broadcast. So we'll see.
Broadcast, we might have some clarification. Or maybe move to the next round.
We will.
Yeah.
I was listening to sports radio today when I was traveling, and a lot of analysts, man, they were hard on Boston. They were hard on the Celtics, shooting as many threes as they did and not making them. They asked that, they asked the coach, is that the play design? He said, if you work, shoot it, yeah. But the problem is you can't shoot threes and not make them.
Well, I mean, you didn't go inside. You stopped driving in, and they created a little bit of chaos with them. And that's how the Knicks get back in the game. So right now, even though the Knicks are down by 12, it looks like they're not out of it.
Yeah.
And as long as you got Bronson.
What a second quarter, 3:30 to go.
As long as you got Jalen Bronson, he's something special.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
That kid can play. He can play. So it's gonna be interesting. I know Minnesota's gonna come out tomorrow with fire after they got embarrassed against Golden State. But hey, I wish we could embarrass them.
Well, and you did say your team is the Lakers.
Yeah.
And if you had to remedy their, because that's a lot of money, man. If you had to remedy their situation, what would you do?
The Lakers?
Yeah, because you just can't keep pouring all that money.
I would trade. I would get a trade package, and I'll try to get Giannis from Milwaukee.
Because their pain right now is watching Boston.
Of course, that's me.
Yeah, because they're saying if Boston is in the playoffs, we should be in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, but I tell you what,
all right, man.
But I tell you what, Bro Nix is happy. I'm glad you joined me.
Listen, thank you, man, for letting me sit in the hot seat.
Anytime. And look, at the end of the day, I want to send our condolences to you and your family.
Thank you, bro.
On the passing of your father.
Thank you, brother.
And we'll see you guys next week.
We got a winner.
Oh, yeah, we got a winner.
Yes.
Who is it?
Well, he gave his YouTube name, Big B.
Big B is our winner. Read the question again.
The question was, who was the first NBA team to hire a woman on their coaching staff? Name their team and the person's name. And Bernard, what is that?
The San Antonio Spurs, and her name is Becky Hammond.
That is correct. Congratulations to Big B.
So give that question that name again.
The question was, who was the first NBA team to hire a woman on their coaching staff? The name, the team, the person's name, the San Antonio Spurs, and the lady coach's name was Becky.
Yeah, that's noteworthy, man.
And she's good.
Yeah.
She was a great player.
Yeah.
She's a really good coach. I'm surprised they didn't hire her.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'll probably just retire. So, hey, once again, we want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank our sponsors, and we'll see you next week right here at Talking Sports Live.